Okay, everybody, hello, what's up, and welcome to my NXT review, the Go Home show before NXT Takeover Portland this Sunday, which is a little bit odd because NXT, which I'm used to these takeovers being on a Saturday, which for some reason now is going to be on a Sunday for some reason. It's kind of strange, to be honest. Even though I know usually when these takeovers happen, you expect some other WWE pay-per-view to happen the next day on a Sunday. I feel like the only time that's ever been done was last year during the NXT Takeover 25 show, but that was still done on a Saturday. I don't know why they're doing it on Sunday. Is it because it's like, 6 matches this time on Sunday? I have zero clue why, but very odd that they're doing it Sunday, because I was like, Sunday? I thought it was actually on Saturday, but it's gonna be on Sunday this week, folks, not Saturday. So very strange, if you ask me. Yeah. NXT Takeover will be on Sunday. One thing I do want to address though before I do get into the NXT review, it's just kind of something I wanted to address real quick. I thought it was pretty interesting, but I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't believe everything I see on the internet like that, but I guess, I don't think WWE has confirmed this also, but it has been, reported today that the Bella Twins and Jushin Thunder Liger are supposedly going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, if this is true, let me just say this about each of this, because there's something very wrong with that sentence, and I'm sure you'll know why in a second. But listen, if Liger is going into the WWE Hall of Fame, listen, Liger would go in any wrestling Hall of Fame, to be honest. He deserves it. He literally just retired a month ago at the Tokyo Dome in Wrestle Kingdom 14. Like I said, I saw his last match. I don't really remember who was all in the first one in night one. I just know the second one he teamed with Naoki Sano to go against Hiromu Takahashi and Dragon Lee. That was Jushin Thunder Liger's final match. I saw the retirement ceremony and New Year's dash. Listen, his career speaks for itself. There's not enough to explain, especially in Jushin Thunder Liger's 30-plus year career, especially going from New Japan Pro Wrestling and wrestling damn near every company from Ring of Honor to WCW to TNA to WWE one time, even though it was only NXT, it was still a one-time thing, to any other company I probably do not know or which he has been in and showed up at. From, like I said, 11-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Best of Super Junior winner, the Super J Cup winner, which I believe he created, by the way. Just a very long accolades to talk about Liger. There's only some of those I know right now, but just some of his opponents, from Brian Pillman to Chris Benoit or Pegasus Kid, whatever you want to go by. I know a lot of people don't like talking about it, but hey, that was one of his best opponents, though. From people from Eddie Guerrero to Chris Jericho to the great Sasuke to Hayabusa to even all the way current right now. And there's a mini match you could name he's had in the past, from Daniel Bryan, or he's faced people like Cody Rhodes or Adam Cole or Cheeseburger, or just many matches Liger has been in. Hell, he's been PWG. He's been everywhere. Okay, Jushin Thunder Liger, bona fide legend. Like I said, still around. I don't think he's wrestling anymore. Like I say, he's not wrestling anymore. He's retired. I think he's still on commentary on New Japan Summertime, to what I've seen, if you watch New Japan like that. But like I said, if he really is going into the WWE Hall of Fame, like I said, well-deserved career, deserves every single bit of it. I guess the retirement tour does continue if he is going into that Hall of Fame, no. But like I said, it's a lot to speak on when it comes to Jushin Thunder Liger's wrestling career. So, like I said, very respected. Some say one of the greatest junior heavyweights of all time or whatnot. So, like I said, that's just kind of what I know. There's probably more I may have forgot. But like I said, the man's career speaks for itself in his 30-plus career. And like I said, hey, you don't believe me? Go look up his retirement tour from last year. Very great stuff. Got to see all forms of Liger, Battle Liger, CTE Liger, Keishan Liger, matches against Minoru Suzuki. Who else? I remember, like I said, that Suzuki feud was really good last year at the time. what, like I said, going to Wrestle Kingdom, many things I should say, during his retirement tour or whatnot. But that's my thoughts on Liger, if he really is going to the Hall of Fame. Now, as for the Bella Twins, I wouldn't really call them Hall of Famers, just in general. Which, I sat there when I heard the Bella Twins. All I did was laugh because I said, "This is a joke." Listen, it's hard to take this WWE Hall of Fame seriously at the time of who they put in there. And there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't deserve to be in there to begin with. But like people said, it's Vince's Hall of Fame. But it's just funny to me that they're in there. And I sat there like, tell me, what the fuck did they really do important, okay? And I could go on here and say, sleep their way to the top or whatnot if you want to go off from that or anything. But, there's more to it, but how a lot of the Bella Twins fans, it's like, what, 09, 08? I remember because they show up in that ECW thing, did on the whole Twin Magic, but it's funny they were fired from this company before, didn't hire it back. But listen, man, the Bella Twins were never good. They never were good. And like people said, they set the division like, what, damn near 10, 20 years back or whatnot. They're horrible, okay? They suck. And I just sat there like, Hall of Fame. Like Zack Sabre Jr. would say, what a joke. What a fucking joke. It's a joke, I tell you. But like I said, it's many people that don't deserve to go in there also. But it's just many things, the reasons why the Bellas should not even be going in that thing, to be honest. But come on, didn't Brie Bella damn near kill people in the ring last time? Or damn near kill Liv Morgan and botch the hell out of almost everything out there. I'll say one thing at least. Nikki Bella was a better worker than Brie Bella. It's not saying much, but I'll give it that. But there's many things people can say a lot negative about the Bellas, like what, that long title reign Nikki Bella had because they knew the company was in spite of AJ Lee and CM Punk, or it's just many bad shit to name about them. Like, the most people can think of is the whole sleep to the top thing, of course, John Cena or Daniel Bryan or whatnot. But dude, man, that horrible feud they had, and then what, Total Diva, Total Bella, I don't know who fucking watches that shit. And it's just like, what have they really done? And it's like, I know they're not even that old too, but it's just funny to me that they're in the Hall of Fame though. That's what just makes it funny to me. And I don't give a fuck if I'm shitting on them in that, but it just looks like a joke when I'm like, you put them in the Hall of Fame. What a fucking joke. It's funny though, it really is. But just them and Jushin Thunder Liger in the same sentence just makes no sense, and low-key feel disrespectful on Liger's name too at the same time. So I just wanted to say that. And like I said, if that's really true, they put them in the Hall of Fame, I'm just gonna laugh at that shit. I ain't watching that fucking retirement ceremony speech. It's just it's a bunch of bullshit. It's bullshit, okay? But until WWE confirms it, I'm just giving my little thoughts on it before anything else comes up from it. But let's go to NXT though. We do kick off the show with Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong came out pissed off at the Velveteen Dream after what happened last week. Of course, his pants had his wife and his son on there, and he was pissed off at the tights since he has a problem with him. He wanted Dream out here right now, but ended up coming Bronson Reed, because last week when Undisputed Era were going around jumping everybody, they didn't run into Bronson Reed. Roderick Strong was the one that did that high knee that took out Roderick Strong or whatnot. So Reed wanted some revenge. Basically, this was an impromptu match that happened after the commercial break or whatnot. So, this match went on pretty long, too. Wasn't a bad match or anything, but I was actually surprised it went on this long. Ended up with Strong coming outside the ring again after taking out Bronson Reed. Next thing you know, the purple lights come on and whatnot, which everything starts purple because of the Dream. Bronson Reed ended up hitting a suicide dive from on Roderick Strong. He was going to go to the top rope on him, but Roderick Strong got back up, hit a big flying knee on him to get the win over Bronson Reed. Not a bad match, a couple botchy at some times. I was actually surprised they got this much time out there, but a very good match still in general. Next thing you know, Velveteen Dream, NWO version, I should say, or Hollywood or whatnot, but he had that NWO thing going on again with the Velveteen Dream, talking about that the Dream is back, and, talks about, comparing him, Strong meeting his wife for the first time and whatnot. And that Strong tried to take his career with his Undisputed Era and whatnot and break his back and everything, but, you want to take stuff away from me? How about we take some things away from you? It's about your family right now, huh? If anything ever happened to them, if you couldn't make it home, because someone will be available to fulfill Marina's dreams or whatnot. Next thing you know, he showed his tights had, him, Marina, and his son's face on the tights, which pissed off Strong Supreme, which got pissed and walked to the back. The Dream is a savage, I will say that, when it comes to some of the jokes he does. I know a lot of people ain't a fan of it. I still thought the dickless Roddy Strong thing was pretty funny. I know some people don't think they were creeped out by it, but I think it was funny. And the thing with the tights was also funny too, coming at Roderick Strong. Now, I will say I wish this match would have happened at TakeOver this Sunday, but I guess they had too many matches on the card as it is already. So they already announced next week it will be Roderick Strong versus Velveteen Dream, which still be a good match. Like I said, I would have saw it on TakeOver, but this is still going to be good either way, so it'll be good. Next, we get to the New Jay and Silent Bob, or Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle's super awesome adventure all the way to NXT Portland. And how are they going to get there? It's the three best buds. A lot of buds, a lot of weed jokes too involved or whatnot. But with all these buds going on and everything, they're going to go up to Portland and whatnot. How are they going to get to Portland? They're going to drive there, looks like, with the trophy, too. Which Riddle talking about Dunne saying, like, hey, dude, this isn't London. You don't need to go on the wrong side of the road. And Pete Dunne just says, I'm not even from London, mate. What? I'm not even from London. Dunne pretty much told Riddle, like, listen, man, you got to drive this way. Next thing you know, the cops pull him over and everything. And that Dunne says, I don't have a U.S. license. And it's like, dude, just be cool, man. Just be cool. Cops are right there. I don't know if they had any weed or the ganja in the trunk or whatnot. But next thing you know, they tow the car away. Riddle was disappointed and Dunne. He says, you don't even have a license either. You know that, right? And he says, listen, we're going to get to Portland somehow, okay? I thought this was funny. These Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle segments are hilarious to me. Now, I know some people don't like it because mostly Matt Riddle is too high and they don't like these super weed jokes, which I think is funny if you don't get what's behind it, but listen, I've seen the comparison when it comes between him and RVD or whatnot. And like I said before, RVD was very subtle with his. Like, he was 420, but he was very subtle of how he did it. Matt Riddle is, like, in your face, like, just showing you, like, this guy's just high off his rocker or whatnot. I don't know how many blunts he had when he was smoking during his show, but lot of weed jokes or whatnot. But their adventure to get the takeover continues. Not as they had to be continued, but it's just like what he said, hey man, this isn't the streets of London. You don't drive this side of the road. I'm not even from London, mate. Okay, so that was a good segment. We'll see more of those. Garza Jr. was interviewed about Jordan Devlin. You know, Garza's on both shows right now, but he talked about how he was not pinning Worlds Collide and was Isaiah Scott. Leo Rush, I guess, wants his cruiserweight title back. I don't know what he's really doing on this show right now, but he's got to go after Garza to get that title back. Candice LeRae winning against Dakota Kai. Not very much a bad match, but I figured Dakota Kai was winning. Number one takeover is this Sunday, so of course Dakota Kai was going to go over. They said she busted Candice LeRae's nose or whatnot, but Dakota Kai ended up winning with the surprise win. Next thing you know, Candice LeRae was pissed. Dakota Kai ended up getting the ring bell and hit Candice LeRae. Tegan Knox came out for the save and started punching the hell out of Dakota Kai. Security and then broke it up, as their street fight is this Sunday. You know, I still call them the new wannabe Gargano and Ciampa and whatnot, but I'm willing to give this match a chance. It's a street fight. I do believe both of these women are going to beat the living dog fuck out of each other this Sunday, and I think it should be good. Like I said, it's not like I don't hate these guys. I just feel like they're another wannabe Gargano and Ciampa. They all understand about Tegan Knox when people were hyping her on the internet like this girl's the next biggest thing in the next coming of Christ or some shit. Like I said, I don't think Tegan Knox is back, but she was just getting overhyped like she was going to be the greatest fucking thing in the world. Dakota Kai, I like heel Dakota Kai, even though I think she kind of loses a bit, but she's still good as heel Dakota and everything, but I think this match will be really good Sunday. I'm not trying to discredit or nothing, do this feud and send me some of the booking of this, but it has been enjoyable. Hopefully they do have a great match. I'm really giving it a shot, and I'm still looking forward to it at the same time because it's a street fight. So hopefully these girls do put all on the line. They put on a hell of a match out there. I don't know how it's going to go, but we shall see, okay? Next you know, Johnny Gargano comes out, who has not wrestled on NXT in a very long time, many months now, to go against Cameron Grimes. Still trying not to say Trevor Lee, but I'm going against Cameron Grimes out there tonight. Very good match. I will say that. One thing I do like is when Grimes there does his whatever smash like power slam thing when they were going across the ropes, which always looks good. Gargano ended up dodging the double stomp, throwing Grimes into the ropes, come back with a big kick on him. Next thing you know, he put him in a Hurricane Run all the way into the Gargano's escape, having Grimes out there tap out. Pretty much saying he's coming after Finn Balor this Sunday and hope he's watching. So this should be a really good match between both him and Balor, but this is basically a showcase match for Johnny Gargano, though, to pretty much tune up his match for this Sunday against Finn Balor. So we will see what happens with that. They end up talking to Adam Cole. Roger Strong was still looking for Dream. Cole told him to calm down. We then went back to Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, who were on a boat this time. A swan duck boat, which Riddle had an idea with a light bulb in his head. I can tell we're going to get to Portland, bro. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do. They're on their way to Portland somehow. They went to Robbie Eaton and Chelsea Green. Talk about the Robert Stone brand, about that they're going to get a rematch next week against Kaden Carter. So, Chelsea Green will have another match next week. We then went to Leo Rush versus Garza there for the a title shot for the Cruiserweight title. A number one contenders match for the Cruiserweight Championship. That sounds better. Very good match. I will say that. Really good. Ended up with Leo Rush. He hit a, final hour from the top rope onto the outside. Looked pretty deadly, by the way. Pretty much come back in with a big ace crusher from the top rope. Then Garza pretty much trying to come back after the ace crusher and whatnot. Pretty much Rush was going back for the final hour then after that. But Garza put his knees up, hit him with a super kick. Was going to go for the wing clipper or whatnot. But Rush ended up getting the roll upon him. In a way, I kind of thought Garza Jr. was going to win this match just because he's on both shows. He's on a roll right now. But Rush went over. I think they didn't want a heel versus heel thing going on with him and Devlin, even though I feel like they kind of switching this kind of like, okay, he's heel or raw with Garza, but they're trying to make him somewhat of a face again on NXT, though. Devlin came out pretty much talking about Rush, saying congratulate him. You're going to be on the Devlin Championship Tour next week for the title. And, you have any good chances because you don't go against an ace. A lot of people call themselves the ace in wrestling nowadays. Tanahashi, Ace Austin. Anybody else want to call themselves the ace right now? But this was good. Like I said, very good singles match. So we will get a Cruiserweight title match next week. Garza, like I said, Garza will be okay since he's on both different shows right now. So they got him going all over everywhere. We didn't get a promo from Mark Henry in the back. Talking about Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak for the title match this Sunday for the North American Championship. How he talked about how both of these guys are just big and agile, and that they just move crazy. That they move like Undertaker or Rey Mysterio and whatnot. Comparing both of their moves, Mark Henry did. Pretty much talk about he's going to feast his eyes and bask in the glory this Sunday for the North American Championship as he hyped it up. It was a very good promo by Mark Henry. Pretty much saying that's what they do. So make sure even more hype for that match. Like I said, NXT Takeover Portland has a very stacked card this Sunday with 6 matches on it. So really check that out. That's going to be very, very big. But that video Mark Henry made even better. Bianca Belair ended up killing Santana Garrett. I should say this was straight up murder. Pretty much to take Grand Slam on her and then hits the KOD for the win. Next thing you know, she called out Rhea Ripley then, pretty much saying like, you got Rhea going over here to Monday Night Raw and paying attention to Charlotte. You forget I'm even here. Okay, am I invisible or something? And whatnot, just like last week. But this Sunday, I'm going to walk out with the NXT Women's Championship, as Bianca said. I still like the last week where she was just doing this and just getting all pissed off when, Ripley and Charlotte were just paying attention to each other and Bianca was getting pissed off. I know some people say it was extra or whatnot, but I enjoyed it last week though. But I tell you, a lot of people did say it was extra. But next thing you know, Ripley came out then saying that I'm not looking past you, I'm looking right at you, and this Sunday I'm gonna go right through you. Pretty much Ripley tried to Bianca tried to attack Ripley. Ripley came back with some punches, but Bianca ended up getting the KOD on her, leaving her on the ground, which basically tells me more that Ripley is retaining his title, okay? Bianca's not winning this match, okay? Basically, and I know some people probably want for a DQ finish or a fuck finish or whatnot to protect Bianca just because of what she did at the Royal Rumble and believe she should have me losing. But, Ripley, this is her first title defense, I believe. But if you remember from Monday on Raw, Charlotte did say she was going to, I don't know if she said she was going to be there this Sunday, but she told Ripley, how do we know you still going to be the champion this Sunday? Don't be surprised if Charlotte shows up at ringside during that match, okay? Somehow, some way she's going to get involved. Could it be a DQ finish? Could be a fuck finish. I don't know. But honestly, I see Bianca Belair losing this match this Sunday, though. So that's what I can see coming from it. Tommaso Ciampa was somewhere in the Full Sail classroom as he talked about Triple H. We're looking at the video where Triple H there, he had to get the title back to him and pretty much talked about his future and everything, that was his career almost over, and talked about the NXT title was gone from him. And now that he's 4 days away from NXT Takeover Portland, he talked about that he had to give up a title that he never lost, and he's going to get it back at Portland this Sunday. And Cole could possibly be the longest running NXT champion in NXT history, but Ciampa went on to say that he's a guy that wants it more than he ever has, and that, Ciampa pretty much says that he's bringing Goldie back to him, and he's going to take that belt all the way to NXT TakeOver Tampa during WrestleMania weekend when he wins. Because right now, he's a dangerous man with nothing to lose, and, he pretty much looked in the camera and pretty much says, you'll know how true it is by this Sunday. So, very good promo from Tommaso Ciampa as usual. But we get to the main event, though, between Adam Cole and Kushida. One thing I will say throughout this match, and my friend Steven pointed this out to me, a lot of New Japan references during this match for some reason. Especially Beth Phoenix. He thought this was a mistake and was a botch in a way at first, because why would they even mention, Kushida was a prominent in New Japan, that Beth Phoenix said. I thought that was kind of interesting. Really, they're just throwing New Japan. And it was a lot of New Japan references in this match. How, Kushida beat Kyle O'Reilly in the Best of the Super Juniors, or Adam Cole, he was in a club in Japan or whatnot. Or just talk about multiple moves, multiple wrestlers from Japan. Many references to New Japan out there for some reason. I don't know why, but they've mentioned a lot about New Japan. Now, I know some people could be saying that because I've been hearing the rumors over the past few days and the weekend or whatnot about Triple H being hell-bent on signing Okada or something. Listen, let me say one thing about that. They're not getting Okada, okay? That's definitely not happening. I don't see any way around. You think New Japan's going to let their golden boy go? The guy's been champion for God knows for long, nearly forever now. And they're thank God he lost the Wrestle Kingdom, because I was ready for him to lose that title. Look at all Okada's 5 reigns. He already talked about the longest reign at NXT. No, what am I saying? NXT. Longest reign as IWGP heavyweight champion. So I don't see him leaving New Japan. Okay, come on now. That's just not happening. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm glad he lost that belt at Wrestle Kingdom and Naito won. Thank God I was ready for that belt to get on. But come on, man. They not about to get no Okada on no NXT. And again, Okada be too good for NXT. They probably have to put him on the main roster already, okay? So, and then again, I don't trust anybody from New Japan and WWE right now, let alone Japanese wrestlers. It never really works out for them. It's just kind of crazy that, they're going to go for the title this Sunday. Yo, that's what I mean. And shut up. Shut up. What? Okay. Okay. Had to take care of that. Doorbell. Shit. But, now I lost my train of thought, man. I gotta watch a dog. I gotta answer doorbells at night. What I gotta do with this stuff? But as I was saying, lost my train of thought there. But yeah, Okada though, come on, man. NXT ain't about to get no Okada. It's not happening. New Japan gonna let that golden guy go. That's definitely not champion, okay? Come on, man. Then again, I heard about that whole NXT Japan thing. That ain't about to happen either, okay? None of that's gonna happen, and I can tell you why. Number one, Listen, they may have gotten away with that in the UK. I don't need to see another NXT Japan. I think Noah, somebody did some promotion bought out Noah, and then like New Japan's parent company buy out Stardom or something too. So, come on, man. Wrestling just trying to be a monopoly again, especially with WWE as it is. That's what they're trying to do. You're not getting NXT. It's not happening, okay? You're not getting no NXT Japan over there. It's just not happening. And let alone Okada, New Japan is not letting go of Okada. It is just not happening. You understand me? None of that ain't happening. But other than that, man, get Okada. So many New Japan references. Not a bad match though, but come on, Adam Cole was winning. Last shot. Honestly, this was just a match for Cole for Takeover. Obviously, he's not losing. That's like a lot of these matches tonight. Obviously, none of these people are losing because they got matches for Takeover this Sunday. Ciampa came out. Banshee Psycho Killer. Ciampa says he's taking his life back this Sunday. Adam Cole says, yeah, over my dead body you do. You're not getting it. So, good episode Takeover. Good for a go-home show. I thought last week's was a little bit more better in regards to some things, like the 6-man last week and maybe the... one thing I forgot to mention before I go from this, not Adam Cole, but the whole plane, I should say now, between... Riddle and Dunn pretty much saying, like, I know how we're going to get there. We're going to get on this plane. The buds, man. Like, we're going to take the boots, mate. He said, and, Dunn said, don't say that again. But that's how they're going to get the takeover on this plane. How are they going to get there? They stuffed the trophy and stowed it away into the plane, which even Pete Dunne says, whose plane is this anyway? Next thing you know, it's Triple H then. Got music on, his music is playing and everything as he's getting on the plane. So basically they stowed away in Triple H's private plane to get to NXT TakeOver Portland. So Portland, here they come, I should say. It'd be funny if Triple H just gets to the airport and then next thing you know they just fall out of the stowaway thing and Triple H just looks at him then and walks off. That would be hilarious if that happened. So I enjoyed the Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle thing. Like Matt Riddle in these high segments are just crazy with all the weed or whatnot. I do think it goes a little bit too goofy sometimes, but I enjoy it and I have fun watching it. Okay, and this was one of those things where I enjoyed it. So I almost forgot to mention that before I go. But that stuff was hilarious with Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Get on this plane, mate. Whose plane is this anyway? I'm not even from London, mate. So like, dude, the buds. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of that weed, man. I mean, he must be smoking a lot of that stuff. He must be. But other than that, though, like I said, it was a good show, especially for a go-home show, even though I feel like I didn't feel like a go-home show a couple times here and there. But it was still a very good go-home show before this Sunday at NXT TakeOver Portland. But other than that, a very good show. If you want to know my winner of this week's show, I probably would give it to AEW if you ask me, for a couple reasons. If you want to know why, go check out my review and you'll know why I probably gave it to AEW this week, because I gave it to NXT last week as the point. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about this show. Get ready for NXT TakeOver Portland this Sunday. What match are you really looking forward to this Sunday for this show or whatnot? And, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. But other than that, I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out, and whenever this is uploaded, by whatever time, I guess I should say right now, hey, happy birthday to me, because it's probably past 12 o'clock already, but whenever this gets up, tonight or in the morning, I don't know. But other than that, I'm out here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Check out the Chicago Auto Show.